right, Tavian, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's right. It is time for this week's Pet of the Week. Jennifer Webb is joining us from Young Williams Animal Center, and oh my gosh, the amount of awes when you came into the studio with this kitten.
Kittens tend to get that reaction, and one of the things about kittens is we are getting ready to have a whole lot of them into the shelter.
We're getting into kitten season, right?
We're getting into kitten season.
So what does that mean for you guys at the shelter?
So kitten season usually starts around April, but it can start a little earlier, as you can see. But about April through October is when cats are going to mate. It has to do with the weather, it has to do with how long the days are, and so when they start mating, they start making lots of kittens. And so people find these kittens and they bring them into us. I think last year in 2023 we sent more than 1,800 kittens into foster.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's why fostering is very important.
Yeah, so if somebody's interested in fostering, what do they need to do? What's that process look like?
Yeah, so to foster, people just need to go onto our website and apply.
Okay.
And then we do everything from there. You take a little class, and then we get you set up. But before you really get into fostering, one of the big things that's important is what to do if you find kittens, because that's how most of these kittens come in, is people like you and me, we find them in our community from community cats. And so one of the big things about kittens is we want to make sure we don't kidnap, as we say. And so if you find kittens, especially little baby kittens, he's about 8 weeks old, so he's almost ready to be adopted. And you can tell, if you can see his eyeballs, they're not, well, he's going to close them for me, but they're not blue. So kittens about 6 weeks and younger are going to have blue eyes. And if you find kittens that small, you want to make sure you kind of wait it out and see if mom is around, because more than likely she is. Unless they're really sick or really cold or malnourished, then you definitely want to bring them in. But like with any animal, being with mom is best. And so if you find kittens, wait for mom, see if she comes back. And if you're able to trap all of them, that's the best case scenario, because that way we can bring mom in, we can bring kittens in, we can get them out to foster, and then everyone can be adopted hopefully. And if mom can't be adopted, we can at least, if she's too feral, she can be fixed and then sent back out into her colony and not reproduce anymore and help with the kitten population. So that's really important.
That is great information. So how much longer until Tavian can go adopt this one?
So he's getting very close. He's almost 8 weeks. So the way it works with fostering, you go in about every 2 weeks and they get a little checkup like you would at the doctor. So they'll weigh him, give him his vaccines. So he's got one of those coming up. So hopefully in the next week, Jack will be ready to hit the adoption floor.
I'm sure my daughter will be begging me when I get home today. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
As always, for more information, you can visit WBIR.com.